Join me today as I make taquitos o flautas de papa, crispy and delicious. Welcome back. Today we'll be making taquitos de papa or flautas de papa, however you wish to call them. I'll go step by step and explain how I make them. So what I usually do to make taquitos de papa or flautas de papa, however you wish to call them, I boil my potatoes and then I peel them and then I mash them up and then I go ahead and add a couple of things. I recommend don't put any cheese that will melt, because once you fry them, they'll go ahead and they'll seep out and it's not what you really want. So what I use is I use a bit of garlic salt, I use a bit of cilantro, and queso cotija. Queso cotija can keep for months in your refrigerator. It's a dry cheese and it really gives a great flavor. So I'll go ahead and add a bit of my garlic salt to my potatoes that I've already boiled and peeled, and then I'll put a bit of cilantro in for flavor and a bit of queso cotija, and I'll put that in and I'll mix that together, and I will use this for my filling for my taquitos or flautas de papa, however you wish to call them. Once you're ready and you've integrated your whatever you'd like to put into your potatoes, you go ahead and mix that together, combine it, and now we're ready for our next step. And so you're going to get your tortillas, corn tortillas, to make your taquitos o flautas. I never forget one time I was in Mexico, in Guadalajara, with my mother, and we went to a place, and my mom said, "Would you like to have flautas?" And she said, and I said, "Yeah." They were the longest flautas I had ever seen, and they were incredibly crispy and wonderful. Okay, so we have our tortillas, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to coat each side of our tortillas with a bit of vegetable oil. So we're gonna go ahead and coat each side of our tortilla with vegetable oil, and then we're gonna set it aside, and we're gonna go through each of our tortillas, and we're gonna coat them with vegetable oil, and then we're going to put them into our microwave for 2 minutes. We're going to do this in increments of 30 seconds until we're completely done with 2 minutes for our tortillas. Again, we're going to put some oil on each of the sides, put them into our microwave, and then after 2 minutes, we're ready for our next step. Okay, you want to go ahead and check after each increment of 30 seconds to making sure that your tortillas have not softened too much. If not, you want to maybe do it a minute and a half or so. So the next round is, so we're not going to use any toothpicks for this. So what we're going to do is we have about a tablespoon of flour with a bit of water, and we're going to mix this together, and we're going to create a little paste. And this is going to be our glue to allow our taquitos or flautas, however you call them, to stick together where you do not have to add any toothpicks. Okay, so what we're going to do is put our tortilla down. We get a bit of our potatoes that we're going to add in, and we're going to roll our potatoes. And as soon as we get to the edge of our potatoes, we're going to get our flour base, and we're going to place it down here. And so we'll roll it over, and this will become our paste where it sticks together, and we put it into our pan there, and then we continue making our taquitos or flautas, however you wish to call them. Step by step, we make our taquitos or flautas with our paste sauce that we've made in order for it to stick together and glue. When you fry these make a very crispy taste on your taquitos. So we're ready. You got ahead and did all of your taquitos, and you put the seam down, and they will adhere to this, and then you now take it over to your fryer and you fry them. So I'm not deep frying them, I'm just putting them into a pan and then frying them there, and then we're ready for our next step. Bring it over and we place it into our hot oil and we fry our taquitos or flautas, and we turn them over when they're done, and we're ready for our next step. Okay, since we're ready, as you notice, we went ahead and fried them seed and side down, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn them over and fry the opposite side. Because we're not deep frying, we're shallow frying, we wanna make sure that we turn them over until they're golden brown. Ready, it's easy as that. 15-20 minutes. Once you have your potatoes done, it's really easy to do. And so I usually serve this with some sour cream on top, a bit of chile, queso cotija, some refried beans, and some guacamole. And let's go ahead and try this. Crispy and delicious taquitos or flautas de papa, however you call them. Enjoy.